memorize.
Everything you
They will
need
produce
will be listed in the description.
spontaneously different discourses. But somehow the state has put everything upside down. Give you a solid reason. We introduce one example, choreography in examination, right? And when I prepared the handbook for class 10, I gave a model of a choreography script for the poem in 10th class, Another Woman. But after that, no other poem is given, only Another Woman is given. So what does that mean? Children are forced to memorize that. Otherwise, you have to give different kinds of poems, but that doesn't happen. The same poem and the guidebooks are producing that, and teachers are using that, and children are just memorizing it. So the very idea of producing language, generating language has collapsed. Unless the system, SCRTs, diets, or societies like TREIS or TMREIS or Welfare Society, whoever is in the field of education are vigilant, alert, aware of the situation, things will not change. And children will continue memorizing. Yes or no? Children will continue memorizing. Please settle down. So, you will get good results. Maybe grade point, overall A in all subjects possible. But that is totally different from performing language. If the child gets A plus in English, does not mean he is strong in English. Why is this commotion? Language. Please settle down. If the child gets A plus in, so that is the reason we are focusing on the production of discourses. And as a teachers group, I am giving you the process of producing discourse because you are experiencing that process and you are also writing those discourses. Yes or no? So you had the profile writing, you had the description of your family, you had lines, the process of adding lines to a song, okay, and writing choreography script. These are the things that we completed right now. Yes or no? And there are other major discourses like picture description or describing a situation. You can describe many things. You can describe places, events, objects, scenery, anything can be described. Or narratives. How do you develop a story? How do you develop a drama script? And there are other discourses. On the whole, we have identified 20 different discourses. Some of them are called major discourses, some of them called are minor discourses. I think you are aware of that. Yes or no? Major discourses, examination carries 10 marks, minor discourses carry 5 marks. Like announcement or slogan making, poster, these are all minor discourses. There is not much language in that. So according to the density of the product, we categorize as major discourse and also minor discourse. Okay, and as teachers, I can say this only to you because Telangana is the state which has reflected DOP into the curriculum. Now you can see DOP in B.Ed curriculum, you can see that in D.Ed curriculum. I produced the B.Ed course material for Telangana. I produced the D.Ed material also for Telangana. Okay? So at least this state is trying to do it, but somehow teachers are not updating themselves, therefore they depend on others. They depend on other guidebooks or other kind of material and then take for shortcuts. Shortcut does not work. Yes or no? You have a picture description, the teacher can write a description and ask children to copy that. It will not work. So you should be aware of the classroom process, how it is done with the students. That is why we are recording all these things. So this process will be captured, edited, and will upload on the NEIEA website and other platform also. So any teacher anywhere in India can see how things are happening in the classroom, how we can do it and what is the process. And this is the purpose of this program, right? I had planned for 20 days, actually 20 days are necessary, but then I am cutting it short by 10 days because up to 31st your schools are open, it will be closing on 31st. Yes or no? And you will have vacation after that. So I don't want to trouble teachers calling them, destroying their vacation times now. So we'll have a small gap. Okay. Another reason, you have to internalize this thing. So we will be giving you different tasks, different assignments that you can do at home and keep sending us. Okay. And we have online discussions. So the remaining 10 days, whenever schools are reopening, we'll find a convenient time for all of you. Okay. Either you can do it, school level. Okay. In your school, you can have this meeting daytime. We'll talk to the authorities to arrange for that, or you can operate at your individual level wherever you are sitting at home, be a part of the online course. So this is a continuous program for professional development, and another 10 days will be necessary. Okay. But even that is not the end. You have some idea, but it has to go forward again. Okay. So it's a mutual agreement that we are working for continuous development of ourselves, and also we will work for the students. Got the idea? So whenever we are giving you work, try to do it, try to understand the process, and always think how I am going to do this with my children. I am giving you very simple classroom processes. Any teacher can do that. What do you say? Or are the processes very tough that you cannot do? Very simple. You can follow. If you are willing to change, of course you must change. Okay. There is no question of whether you like it or not, because the system wants a change. That's why Telangana has revised the curriculum. And TMRE is a part of Telangana state. And SCRT. So SCRT decides the academics. Yes or no? So SCRT decides, the question paper, everything. So society cannot change that, So you have to be within the framework and then do everything. So let us try to do that. We have created the group. I think you know your mentors now. Yes or no? Did you check your WhatsApp? Okay. You are put in some groups. Small groups are there with a mentor in charge. Okay. So my business with you directly is end. It ends. Okay. So you will be contacting mentors and then discussing with them, and they will be sending you, assessing you, and I will be looking at everything overall. Right? Because my duty is that I have to take care of you, and I have to take care of the professional development of the mentors also. Okay? And not only that, I am not working with one group. I have at least 9 states where teachers are working with me. So therefore, it's very difficult for me to get a spare time every time. But once I undertake your responsibility, that means I am with you. Okay? If you are not, getting the right solution from the mentor, of course mentor will tell me, or you can also approach me directly. You can send mail to me, because I am also part of the group. So this is our method of working, how we are going forward. So at least after the training, understand we are living in post-methods era. The method, whichever method people like, or agencies like British Council is propagating, those methods do not work. Okay? The reason, they all talk about standardized English, standardized English, standard English. There is nothing like standard English or non-standard English. Languages keep evolving, changing. Suppose, in Britain they say this is standard English. America will say that is not standard English, our English is standard English. Australia, whose mother tongue is English, they will say none of these are our standards, this is our standard English. For example, you are speaking Telugu, some of you. Are you speaking standard Telugu? How do you know? People in Rayalaseema speak one kind of Telugu, right? So, is your Telugu the standard Telugu? Do you think your Telugu is the best one? The other dialect of Telugu is bad? If you say that, will they accept? Will they accept? Go to Andhra, go to Godavari, And teachers tell the people, your Telugu is bad, our Telugu is the best Telugu. Will they accept? So this is a problem. So there is no standard Telugu. And the Telugu which you call standard Telugu, which textbooks are written in that language, that is a language nobody speaks. So there is a difference between the language used in textbooks and the language spoken by people. Do you agree with me or not? And that standard Telugu used in the making of textbooks is not the Telugu that people talk. There are problems with the lexical items, words, meanings will be changing, the expressions will be changing. So whichever dialect you are speaking, that is standard English or standard Telugu, standard Hindi, whatever. And you gain strength in that language, it will be relevant for other dialects also. So if you are strong in producing discourses, you will be able to understand English spoken by any person across the world. But if you practice only a certain model of English, saying this is the correct pronunciation, you will be handicapped. You will not understand other Englishes. Are you getting my point? You practice, okay, this is the correct pronunciation, this is how the spoken English is said. And you practice only that. If you practice only that, you will not be able to understand Finland English, Finnish English, will not be able to understand Scottish English, will not be able to understand Australian English. There are many countries whose mother tongue is English. And English is a major language across the world. So practicing one kind of English and saying this is the best English pronunciation, you are going to be handicapped, because you will not be able to understand what others are saying. So you have to understand how language works, and the only way to understand that is produce discourses, edit it. We never ended editing. I just show you what are the areas of editing, and the script you wrote here doesn't need much editing. Okay, very minor editing we have done it. But today we'll get a chance, because we are going to enter another major discourse which is called picture description. Show a picture and then describe it. So how do you describe? I'm giving you very simple themes, so you will not be struggling. So let us try to understand the process of how do you do picture description in the classroom, whether you are teaching 5th class or 10th class. Understand the process. Okay? Yeah. So I'll show you a picture. Good morning. Can you get a chair for me? Sir? Can you get a chair for me? Oh, hold it. Yeah. Connect it.
May I connect it?
There is no enough space to sit on chair and then kind of.
It's okay.
There's no light, you can see that. You can see the pole.
Actually, that slot is not
There will be a slot, there has to be one.
just there. We already connected. He's seeing in the camera the reflection will then.
He's a technician, he knows it. Over. Okay, it will be connected. You have to save every minute. I believe in saving time. Because sometimes 24 hours is not enough for me. So that's the problem. Okay. So what do I do? Like you, I only get only 24 hours. So I steal my own time, delay my sleeping. So earlier I sleep at 11 o'clock, then 12, it became 1, 2, it goes like that. Okay, so let us look at this. Not this. Remove that chair from here, I will get tumbled on. Remove that chair there, no, I don't, you cannot use it. Yeah, you can see a picture here. Yeah. I will enlarge it little bit. Okay. So this is the picture. So in the class also, if you look at the English textbooks in Telangana, have you seen some pictures in the beginning? Hello, English teachers. If you look at your English textbook, before the lessons begin, you have seen some pictures. What are they for? What are those pictures for? See, in English textbook, in all English textbook, in the beginning of the textbook, some pictures like this is given. Different pictures, different theme pictures are given. It is not for interaction. It is for generating picture descriptions, okay, and then generating stories. But then teachers ask 1 or 2 questions and then finish it over. It is not meant for that, okay. It is meant for, producing discourses, picture descriptions. There are some questions given and teacher will ask the questions and gets answer, but it is not for just getting answer for 1 or 2 questions. And some teachers do not use it at all. They directly go to the lesson. So these are all problems. So this, there is a picture. So in the class also, any class, whether in class 1 or 10th class, you see the same process. So a picture is shown and we start interaction, okay, with them. So how do you interact? Okay. Can you remove this chart piece, Nasir? Please remove this. I want a blank board. Sphere. Jamil, remove it and then clean the board. Don't be very wild. Do it softly. Yes. We should use the paper masking tape only, so it will not stick like this. It will actually come off. So please observe the process I am doing. The first step is I am showing a picture like this and interaction begins. So what should be my first question? If you have an answer, raise your hand. What question should I ask? What do you observe in the picture? Okay. So when you observe, when you ask question, always use a language that children can understand very easily. So sometimes some children may not understand the word observe. Okay. Even though science teachers, mathematics teachers all use the word observe. So look for a simple word like what do you see in the picture. Now even if you ask that question, what do you see in the picture? Everybody be saying something, yes or no? you lose control over the class. Everybody is too eager to say something. So you have to also think about classroom management. So how do you control that? Sir, how do you do? If ask a particular student, others will stop thinking. Well, that question is to him only. So which means you have to give some classroom instructions. Exactly. I will ask a question. I also say that here. Please don't say, if you have an answer, please raise your hand. But everybody will be thinking now. And then teacher can look at the raised hands. Yes or no? They are ready with an answer. Will you go for that student, or will you go for a student who did not raise the hand?
I go for the student who did not raise the hand.
Exactly. So wait for a student, go for a, others already can say something, right? So you know that they can answer. They are the so-called smart children, okay? Then the other children should also be encouraged. So you ask that question. Catch hold anybody, say, ask that child, ask him to say in even mother tongue. Let him say in mother tongue, okay? And then there are many things here, so they will start listing. Don't allow that. So you have to sharpen your question. So the best thing is, observe what I am doing. I use the blackboard, create a margin, and ask specifically about things in the picture. I can say, hey, what is this place you see here? What is this place? Classroom. So you pinpoint specific objects, you can get necessary words required for the description. And right here in the margin, imagine there will be children in class 1, suppose you are doing class 1 or class 3 or class 5, there can be children who are unable to read. Have you experienced that? In lower classes? Maybe in higher classes, they may read. Some of them may read, but they may not understand. So different problems are there. So we write the word here, you say classroom or a classroom, write the word here. Okay, now I have to ask for more things which are required. So, what is this object? You are breaking the rule. You raise your hand. So, what to say? Yes, please. Now, once a child says an answer, you are not just accepting it or you are not rejecting it. You build up on the responses. This is called dialoguing. How do you dialogue? Please repeat your answer. Sit and say. Blackboard. I say, she says that is a blackboard. I am reporting what she said. So use different strategies like reporting. I am reporting. I can report in many ways. She says this is a blackboard. Or she said this is a blackboard. You can choose any way of reporting, but you are reporting. Right? Okay. In this strategy, okay, she said this is a blackboard. Do you agree with that? Asking for agreement. This is another way of dialoguing. Asking for. Do you take down notes or not? So how do you dialogue? This is called dialoguing. So these are the strategies. Reporting. You should know how to report. Okay? Asking for agreement. Do you agree with her? Okay? Another strategy, asking for opinions. Does anyone have any other idea? Asking for opinion. Okay? So you are reporting, as I reported now, and see what are the other strategies I am using. I will not be using everything continuously at different places. So you should note down what is teacher taught. What should the teacher talk? I told you in the last days, the only tool for teacher is to ask questions, not explain, not teach. ask questions, very specific, well-framed questions. So you have to ask for opinion. How do you ask for opinion? How do you ask for opinion? Does anyone have, see the question format, does anyone have any other idea? Or what is your opinion about it? What is your idea about this? Do you have some other idea? There are different ways of asking for opinion. Choose one of these. And in higher classes, you can also ask politely, could you, give me some other opinion about it? So depending on the level of the learners, you control your language, and teacher talk is a very important listening input for the learners. Okay? Yeah, so let us go. So all of you agree that this is blackboard. All right, I'll write this also here. Blackboard. Blackboard. In lower classes, when you write, don't say the spelling and write. Don't say ACLASSROOM. Just split by syllable. Class, room, classroom. Classroom. Remember, children should associate the sound with the graphic. In higher classes, no issue, but in lower classes, pre-primary classes, take care whatever you are writing, give a space, write slowly, okay, and allow children to watch the mechanics of writing, how you are writing. Otherwise, teacher cover like this, write something, and the magic is on the board. It should not be. Allow children to watch how you write, especially in lower classes. Especially when there are children whose learning pace is very slow. There will be some children with a different genetic, problems like autism. Okay, there will be children with dyslexia. Different kinds of, mental challenge will be there for them. So to address them, take care of how do you manage the classroom, how do you write on the blackboard, right? Okay, let us talk about more. Okay, so what you see here, you are breaking the rule. Let's ask him. Okay. Books in the shelf. So you see books in the shelf. Now he says books in the shelf. Does anyone have any other idea? What do you say? This sir says there are books in the shelf. Do you have something else to say? Yes or no? I'm asking her. Same thing. Books on the shelf. Okay, books on a shelf, books in a shelf. What do you want, sir? Books on a shelf, books in a shelf. Let him think, Okay, books in a shelf. Okay, can anybody think some more idea about that shelf? Is it a cupboard? You are describing, so the reader should be able to visualize it. If the description is accurate, by reading the script, the reader will be understand the object. So what more can you say about the shelf? Anybody? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Huh? Who wants to say? You want to say? Raise your hand. Yeah, what is your idea? Please, we are dialoguing. Sit and talk. Sit and talk. Books are arranged in a kind of thing. Okay, so you agree that there is a bookshelf. Okay? Where is that bookshelf, madam? Where is the bookshelf? Beside blackboard. Does anyone have something else to say? Sir, where is the blackboard? Where? All things are in the classroom only. In front, he says in front of the students. He says in the classroom. Where do you want? On the wall. See, this part also is on the wall. Okay, so look at that picture. Where exactly on the wall? Is in the middle of the wall? So two opinions. In the middle of the wall, in the corner of the wall. Is it the corner of wall or corner of the classroom? Is it corner of the wall or corner of the classroom? Wall doesn't have a corner. Wall is a flat surface. How can wall have a corner? But a space like a classroom, a bedroom, okay, can have boundaries. Wall doesn't have boundaries. It's a flat thing. Okay, so which word do you want? Corner of the wall or corner of the classroom? Okay, we write that. The corner of the classroom. Okay. It's not a regular shelf. That shelf has been built into the wall. It is built into the wall. See, backside you can see wall. It's not a separate shelf or separate almirah. This is built-in shelf, built into the wall. Yes or no? Yes. Okay, now talk about who are these? Raise your hand. Who wants to say? You said already. What is you want to say, madam? Children or children's? Madam, children or children's? Children. You are not very sure. Be bold. Child, children. Children. So there are children. Okay? So can you say something more about the children? Look at the children. Okay? Madam, what do you want to say? Children sitting on bench. Do all of you agree with that? Children sitting on bench. Yes, sir. They have a uniform. That's okay. We are talking about where they sit. I am not asking about what they are doing. Okay, I am asking, what do you see here? Who are these? Answer to the question. Okay, listen, all of you. I asked, who are these? I didn't ask, what are they doing? I didn't ask that question. I simply asked, who are these? Yes or no? Students. You want to write students or children? Okay. Right. It's no problem. Okay. Now, are they, grown-up children like college students, or what more want you say about? Madam, yourself. Talk more about children. Are they big children or small children? Any other word for small children? Primary children. Okay. Not big children. She said small children. Do you have? Medium size. Medium size children. Anyway, so they are.
Tea is ready. So you decide.
Further. No, we'll have a break. No. Now we'll have tea. Okay? So if you are not interrupted, we'll have tea and come back fast. Because we are just going to, you understand how I interact with the students. Okay? So this is what you have to take to your classroom. Display a picture, interact. Use language of interaction. This is language of interaction. Everybody has to use the same thing. You are teaching mathematics, you are teaching science. Teacher has only dialoguing. And these are the tools for dialoguing. It needs very little language. Okay? Something more other, you will get it eventually. So, we'll have a very short break. Tea is ready, it is announced. You like to have tea, hot tea, yes or no? So if you promise me that you will not go here and there and sit in head, but it will be difficult for them to serve here. So please take a step and go out and come back fast. Have your tea. Fast. Tea is the way. We'll continue. Dr. Jain was saying some participants are missing today. Okay, so what happened to them, I don't know. Are they continuing or not continuing? We don't know. How many are there today? Anyway, it is all your choice. You can decide to attend or decide not to attend also. Not a problem for me. I am ready. If you are ready, I will help you. If you are not ready, so what? That's all. Okay. I have hundreds of institutions, lakhs and lakhs of teachers, who are waiting for me. So I'll be very happy with you also. Very happy. Okay. So I told Dr. Jain, don't worry about it. Some are missing. Let us not worry about them. But who are here, be attentive and try to learn something. Yes or no? Okay, so let us recapitulate. We display a picture, step number 1. Ask questions focusing on specific objects. What is this? What is this? What is this? Yes or no? Hello? Would you like to sit here? Sorry. So don't ask a question, what do you see in the picture, because it generates multiple answers. So that question is to be asked, so everybody start thinking. That's all. But you won't get any specific answer. Somebody will be looking at board, somebody will be looking at the teacher. Okay? So you can ask the question, but then next step you have to be very specific. What is this? What is this? Okay? That's what I am doing. And you get words like this. So when you get an answer, and that's a correct answer also, here there is no question of correct or incorrect answer. This is what you think. Okay? So all answers are possible answers. Yes or no? Possible answers. So you have to build up dialoguing. Somebody says blackboard, you interact. Okay? The first thing is reporting. She says this is a blackboard. Do you agree? Do you have any other opinion? Like this. Why are we doing that? Why should we go for dialoguing? Otherwise, one student gives an answer, I go to next question. It is a business between that particular student and the teacher. The others have no role in it. So everything we talk in the classroom should be of collective ownership of all the students in the classroom. Okay? It's not a business between one teacher and one student at a particular time. How do you share ideas with others? Through the mediation of the teacher. And that is why you are using teacher talk. Teacher talk in the form of dialoguing. Okay? You can call teacher talk, you can call it interaction, okay? And you can also call it dialoguing. Okay? Yes. So let us look at something. We were talking about children, we talked about small children. Then I asked a question, do you have any other word for small children? Your choice. Okay? Now, can you say something about where they are sitting? Where do you find them? Yes, madam. They are sitting on the benches. Now, do you want to say something of that bench and here? Of course, they are sitting on benches, but look at this thing here and the bench here. Okay, what do you call it? You can see it there also. See, there our sirs are sitting. Mr. Saab and Dr. Jain sitting on. They are sitting on bench, but there is a desk also. Huh? So this is a problem. Many are talking together. I listen to her. Say. Yeah. Any other word? Same. Okay. You can also say in a different way, composite bench desk. They are together, composite. Dual. Dual means, two. Dual also means two benches, but one is bench, one is desk. So I will prefer, you can say the composite bench seater. So this may be a better word. Seater is where you can sit. So there may be 2-seater benches, 4-seater benches. Okay? You can use your word, no problem for me. Okay? All right. So you are saying benches and desks. How are they kept? What is the arrangement, Anybody, what is the arrangement? Sir, back side. How are they arranged, the seaters? Order means? One after the other means? Can somebody add something else? In a sequence? Listen, let us listen to others. When you say it, if you read the script, everybody should get, okay, this is how the benches are arranged. So how do you say? Normally in any classroom you can see, you go to the hall, you can see there are, this furniture, door furniture, okay? There is a set here and the set, okay? So what do you call it? Column, yeah, column. They are arranged in columns, okay? And within each column there are rows. So there are rows of benches and desks arranged in columns. We can see only one side, yes or no? Yeah, we can see only, because this shows not the full picture, but only a part of the classroom. Okay. So look at the teacher now. Describe the teacher using one or two sentences. What do you like to say about the teacher? Madam, yourself. What do you want to say about the teacher? You think it's a teacher? Yes or no? Do all of you think it's a teacher? Do all of you think it's a teacher? Do all of you think it is a teacher? Madam, do you think? Why do you think so?
She's Talia told
Ah.
his bride is completed her classwork
Ah.
and will be going to practical.
Yeah, there is something in her hand. So she is saying she has completed her work, but there is no evidence whether we do not know whether she wrote it or somebody else wrote it. Where is evidence? Students are there. You think a lady is there and you believe it's a teacher and you are giving a reason. Okay? Your argument is something is written and she is talking to the children. This is her opinion. Do you have anything else to say to prove that this is a teacher? She has a duster in her hand. Holding. She is holding a duster. Okay? Therefore, you think this must be a teacher. Do you agree with her? She says she is holding a duster. Therefore, she believes it's a teacher. What do you say? Explaining something. Maybe. Now look at this one. These are all possible reasons, yes or no? Which is the correct answer? Every answer is a correct answer. So you ask questions where multiple answers are possible. There is no question of correct answer or incorrect answer. But the present system is one question, only one correct answer. Lakhs and lakhs of students, they read the same textbook, one lesson, one question, one answer. It is absurdity, nonsense. Every mind is free. You come from different backgrounds. Your inner ecology is different. Your experience is different. Your perception is different. Perception, what you think. Okay? Perception. Everybody see the same object, a board, a writing board here. But what you think about the board is totally different. Their own perception. Okay, and we have only perceptions, and that is why yesterday I said there are two types of thinking: perceptual thinking and also conceptual thinking. We are working on perceptions. What children think about the picture is important for us. All these questions are for the teacher to know what the children think. My questions at this point is to find out what you think about this picture, what your perceptions are, divergent in this example. Okay, I used another strategy here. What was the strategy? Like reporting, asking question, asking for agreement. Right now we applied another strategy of teacher talk. She said she is a teacher. What was my question? What did I ask? After, teacher. So what did I do? Anybody? You said it's a teacher. What was my question after that?
How you are saying she's a teacher?
Why? Why? So that is another very powerful strategy. So because you are getting divergent opinion, so you have to find out why you think so. Why do you think so? So asking for explanations. Why? Asking for reasons, explanations, whatever. Asking for explanation or reasons. Why do you think he's a teacher? Because everyone have different answer for that. Yes or no? Somebody says because she is in the classroom, she is a teacher. So there is no one correct answer, but all possible answers. And this is essential for language, yes or no? Learning one question answer or one question, hundreds of answers, and all of us know the multiple answers. Which is stronger input? Which is richer input for language? Free response question or fixed response questions? So in our classroom, in DOP classrooms, go for free response questions. Give space for thinking. Yesterday I told you thinking is the only tonic required for knowledge construction. Okay, so there are students, there is a teacher. Can you talk something about the teacher? Can you describe the teacher in one or two sentences? Think. Please describe the teacher in one or two sentences. Say one idea about the teacher. The physical appearance. Sir, you want to say? No, you wait. In any language. Say in English or Telugu, any language. Say one sentence describing the teacher. Yes. Please give a mic, I am not able to hear. Back side. Yes, madam.
She is expressing with the actions.
No, describe the teacher. You are describing a person.
Okay.
For example,
She is standing and
She is?
explaining. Standing and explaining the lesson.
no, you are talking about what the teacher is doing.
Physical.
I am asking, describe the teacher. The
She is
physical- She is
smiling
smiling.
expressions.
Okay.
With smiling
A
expressions.
smiling
Yes.
expression. Talk more. Most of you are smiling.
She is very active.
See, you are commenting on opinion. I want precisely how does she look like. She says, please sit down, please sit down. Listen to him. He has some idea. Mike is coming to you. Others didn't hear. I'll come to you after this.
Fair appearance is there.
Fair appearance.
She looks
Does
very
anyone
fair.
want to change that slightly? Fair appearance.
She looks fair.
She looks fair. Do you want to modify that?
According to her, what
Anybody else? Anybody else? You want an exact expression for that? We got the idea. All of you got the idea. She's fair, fair looking. Madam, concentrate on this idea. We are discussing something.
She looks fair.
We are talking about the teacher, describing the teacher. He said, he is fair.
She is fair.
Okay. I asked, Do you want to modify it slightly? This word. Say your idea once again.
Yes, sir. She is fair
She is fair.
and well dressed.
She is fair in her profession. She is fair at her family. What are you talking about? Are you talking about the skin complexion?
No, that, no, sir. Our appearance, sir. The dressing style and appearance is good.
Use the word fair again.
Sir?
Are you talking about you are saying she is fair.
Oh.
So I asked you another question. Are you talking about her, she is fair in the classroom, she is fair as a teacher?
She is fair as a teacher. As
But
a
you are
teacher.
talking about her skin.
Not, sir, not like this, sir. But her appearance is very, what is, in a fair manner. She appears as a teacher.
Let
In
us
a
try to talk
dressing
about the
style.
teacher. I am describing him. See, please stand here. Say one sentence about this gentleman. Is he tall? Or is he very short?
No. Medium.
Medium. Medium size.
Medium.
Okay, then.
Medium. Not too
Body,
not
no.
too short.
Very strong physique. Thin body.
Thin body.
Yeah, so a person with a thin body,
Wearing white.
yeah, white kurta and pajama, has a
Beard.
small beard. Okay, look at his face. How does it look like? It's a chubby face. It's a chubby face. In this way, chubby face. So what do you call it? You can call it hollow face,
So,
hollow cheek, hollow, thin, narrow. So you describe the physical appearance, you can talk about how she looks like, is very tall or neither tall, neither short, okay, not short, okay, or, fair complexion, color of the skin. Some people have dark complexion, some people have fair complexion. Thank you coming for standing here. Yeah, so we are talking about
she is fair.
she's fair. Fair what? Fair, let's say fair complexion. So these are situations where the teacher gets a chance to introduce new words. Probably some of you do not know the word fair complexion. Okay? So this point teacher can supply that word. If you are not getting the apt word, teacher can supply. Okay? Alright. So you have a number of ideas here. Now let us talk about what actions you can see here. Okay? What are the actions you can see? What's the teacher doing? Teacher is? Yeah. Teacher is showing, he says. He says teacher is showing something to children. Do all of you agree? Okay, we'll do that also. Okay. But do you accept this sentence? Okay. The teacher is showing something. To whom? So, complete the sentence. To students. To the students. Okay, because we are talking about one group of students. Okay. Teacher is, sorry. So you are writing a sentence here. Teacher is showing something to the students. To the students. Okay. So, can you say something about, say one sentence about the classroom. Anybody? Madam, I am not getting you. Use the mic. Pass the mic back. Yeah.
Children are listening what the teacher is explaining.
I said, listen to my question. I said, can you say some ideas about the classroom? Describe the classroom. Say one idea about the classroom.
Some.
I'm asking her. Yes,
Okay.
madam.
About classroom, sir. Describing about classroom.
Yeah.
Okay. Some benches are arranged in a order in the class.
One idea only.
Only one idea.
Say one idea related to the classroom.
Children are sitting on the bench.
Sitting in the bench. Do you accept that? Children are sitting in the bench. Okay. He is raising hand. Give her. Okay. She said children are sitting
The students
in the bench.
are attentively listening.
Listen to her sentence. Do you want any change in that? Then we go for next idea.
On the bench.
You want to make a change. So say the sentence now.
They are arranged sitting
Could
on
you
the
repeat your
bench.
sentence? Madam, could you repeat the sentence?
Children are sitting in the bench, I said, sir.
That's what he said. Sir, say what she said.
Children are sitting on the bench.
He wants to change the word into on. Do you want to make it in or on? Are you sitting on a chair or are you sitting in a chair, sir? Why? Why do you think that you are sitting in a chair? No. Why do you think you are sitting in a chair? Everybody is sitting on one chair only. And give a reason, why you are choosing a certain word, whether to decide in or on. Let us remove that confusion. Yeah, bench is very flat. Okay. So if you are talking about a flat surface, you say in, on. Then why are you saying this in? A different shape means in. Give me the exact reason.
In the classroom, on the
Give it one person. If there is only one boy on a bench, will you choose in? See, are you sitting in the classroom or on the classroom? Are you sitting on the floor or
On the floor.
okay, in the classroom? So in has this enclosure. You call it in because this is covering you. If it is a flat chair, you can never say he is sitting in the chair. He says the on chair. Here there is an enclosure. See, it's a coverage, creating a small enclosed shape.
Enclosed area.
So if it's a chair without arm, you cannot say, then you cannot say in. But this is a chair with arm, so you are right. So you are saying the teacher is, or the students are, what you said, madam, please repeat it. The children are sitting
On the
benches. Okay. I asked you to describe the classroom. Say some ideas about the classroom.
The classroom is very interactive.
How do you know it is interactive? How do you know?
Children are listening. Children are responding.
One at a time. I want a hand in the air. What do you want to say? I listen to that. Come on. Children are?
Responding to that by listening the teacher words.
Which children are responding?
Second bench, first girl, and
Second line, second. Yeah, so you are talking about one student here. Okay?
yes, sir.
And she is showing some action. Describe the action. What exactly she is doing?
what the teacher showing the,
I don't want an explanation. Say exactly what that girl is doing.
she expressed something, sir. Student also.
How do you know she is expressing? Maybe she is silently doing that.
She raised the hand and she's showing something, sir.
So what is the action she is doing? Say that only.
Raising her hand.
Raising hand. Who is raising one hand?
Student.
Which student?
Second girl, sir. Second row, first girl.
There are many girls there.
Sir?
Say exactly which girl.
Second bench in one, first girl.
Okay, who can help her? Only one girl is raising hand. So precisely say about that particular girl who is raising the hand.
The girl who is sitting in the second row.
The girl, there are two girls sitting in the second row. Try saying. Pass the mic to her. Okay.
The girl is asking the doubt who is sitting right side of the bench. Right side to the teacher.
Say again, which girl is raising the hand? Don't lose the track of the discussion. Okay? Don't create new ideas. Let us improve on one idea.
The girl who is sitting near to the teacher or second row.
The girl who is
Sitting in the second row
in the second row,
near to the teacher.
near the to the teacher, what is she doing?
She is asking the doubt.
So put the whole sentence here and write. Others watch.
The child, the girl is asking the doubt.
The girl, I am a slow learner. Slowly. The girl
Who is sitting
who is sitting
in second row
in second row,
near to the teacher
second row, near to the
teacher
This is what you said.
asking a
How
doubt.
do you know she is asking? You can see what is visible.
Raising hand.
So read the sentence. The girl who is sitting in second row near to the
Teacher. Raising hand.
raising hand. This is what she said. Let us read closely. Do you all agree this sentence? Do you agree? Okay. The girl who is sitting in second row near to the teacher raising her hand. Do you want any changes in the sentence? Do you want
Raising.
any changes? Where? Scan from left to right. Where do you want to make change? Do you want to include something? Do you want to remove something? Okay. Go from this side. Look for any word missing anywhere, omission of words. Okay.
Raising her hand.
Raising her hand. This one says. You can raise somebody's hand. You raise always your hand. Okay, her hand. That's okay. But you can write her hand. Any other word missing? This is a whole sentence. You are talking about the girl. The girl who is stand like that.
Who is sitting in the second bench, sir? Second bench.
Second row. Second row. Okay.
Is raising.
There is a word missing here.
Is raising.
Somebody is saying she is raising.
Is raising only, I think.
What shall I write here?
Is raising.
Okay, is raising her hand. Do you want any more changes? Look again. Read very closely. Listen to your inner echo of the voice, your own voice. Read one or two times. Notice for any unnecessary word, or do you think some word is missing? Please find out. Read carefully. I told you there is a grammar inside you. Take it out. Now it is sleeping. Raising is enough.
Who is sitting, I think. The girl in the second row near to the teacher is raising her hand.
In second row. Okay, I'll be very specific. Look at this part closely. Is it okay for you in second row? Does it sound good? You have heard a word like first, first, second, third. We call them ordinal. They are ordinals. Okay? So, the first something, the last. So, what do you say? In the second row. So, ordinals need the first, the second, the last, the third. So, no. Even without the, you will get the meaning, but this is how you say it. So, this word is missing. So, let us read again. The girl who is sitting in the second row near to the teacher,
Is raising her
look at this part, near to the teacher. I think there is a problem there also. Don't talk, just say the sentence to yourself and then you will get some idea. Say several times. Near to the teacher. Try possibilities. Near to the teacher, near the teacher, near teacher. Okay, which sounds better? So, which is not essential, not necessary. This will go. Okay, near the teacher is raising hand. Her hand. All right. Read the first part again. The girl who is sitting in the second row. Perfect. It is correct. But then still you can save words. You can remove some words and still it will be meaningful. So which words will you remove? Read carefully, don't say. When you say, your thoughts are disturbed. See the sentence, say the sentence, the same sentence, or remove some part from that, read it again, then you find which will be better. The girl, fine, the girl who is sitting in the second row, this is correct only. His raising hand is here. But you have to specify which teacher, There are two students, In that second row, there are two students. So you have to be very specific, near the teacher. So that is correct. This information is necessary. Okay, I will help you. Later you think. Think about this part. Is it essential? Read without that. The girl sitting in the second row. Is it okay? You can say this also. The girl who is sitting here. Okay? It's also possible. But there is always, you go for this, economy of expression. If you can communicate using two words, use only that. Or if you want to use more words, only if necessary, go for more words. We are human beings. And we use language only when it is necessary. Yes or no? In many contexts, for example, these days you are saying, good morning, thank you. Do you thank every time? In our culture, do you thank every time? We don't. So, but you are thankful. But instead of saying thanks, you will just smile sometimes. Yes or no? You save your breath. So contextually, people will save words. The context takes care of that. Where are you going? I am going to Calicut. Full sentence, fully correct question, correct answer. Where are you going? I am going to Calicut. Okay? But in natural situation, will you say like that? How will you say? To Calicut or to Calicut. So, which is a mature conversation? A conversation that a 8th class, 10th class student should produce, how should it be? Do you want the full sentence or you use the short form? Short. People don't talk like that. Only machines talk like that. Okay, you are going to Calicut. So where are you going? I am going to Calicut. When will you come back? I will come back tomorrow. People don't say. What will people say? Tomorrow. Okay? Why are you going to Calicut? Why are you going to Calicut? I am going to Calicut because blah 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 blah. Very long. Will you say like that? You don't report that way. So it's not enough you learn how to write grammatically, how to write in a better way in a certain context. Every discourse demands a certain way. Grammar is not the issue, but how you use language is the issue. Okay, so let us have this one, the final version. The girl sitting in the second row near the teacher is raising her hand. Okay, let us talk more. Okay. Say one sentence about the classroom itself. All pictures are silent. No, you are physically describing. For example, this is a classroom, not very large, not very small also. Describe the picture, the classroom. See, listen to me. I am talking about this picture. This is a medium-sized classroom, neither too large nor too small. I am talking about the picture. There are, window slits on two sides. There is a door at one side. There is a screen and also writing board in the front side. I am describing the space. What can you talk about this classroom? Everybody is saying something. I want only one answer. No? Raise your hand. If you want to say something, please raise your hand. Madam, you want to say something? Yes. Classroom is? Okay. Classroom is medium. Medium what? Medium T? Classroom is? Medium size means? Not very big, not very small. Explain it. She says that. Can you write that? So the classroom is, she is saying medium size. Let us think whether it is necessary or not. Not very big or very large. Okay. And not very small. Can you save some words?
Neither big, neither small.
That's okay. The classroom is medium size. Think about these words are necessary or not. Or you want to say that one, is this the way? Or is there any other word instead of medium? There is nothing wrong. But what is the better word now? There is a better word. Can you think about that? Anybody? The classroom is neither big nor very small. You can say that way also. Okay. The classroom is not very large and not very small. Okay. You can say that way also. Now, medium size is not very good choice. You have to. Medium in size also has another meaning. Okay. So, can you replace the word medium? Okay. This is another word. I will give a hint. It begins with M. Yeah, one more word. It ends with E. I'll, huh? N is. Okay, I'll give you a second clue. Next letter is O. Huh? Moderate. So medium is used, but then moderate is a better word. So classroom is moderate size, and you need a word here. Oh. The classroom is of moderate size, not very large, not very small. Or you can say the classroom is of moderate size, neither big nor small. Your choice. So what is the picture about? What is the picture about? What does the picture show? Classroom environment. Any other idea? What does the picture show? The picture shows you something. The shows, depicts. There are many words. So what does the picture show? Does it show, you talk about the place, what you see. Teaching, learning is a process we don't know. We don't know whether they are teaching or learning. We don't know, they are just standing like that. We don't know. So what is visible from the picture, say that. The picture shows a classroom. Say something more. Is an empty classroom or a classroom with the students and teacher? So how do you put all the ideas? The picture shows. The picture shows what? Shows a classroom with with students. I think my handwriting is horrible. We have to rewrite this. Somebody help me to write it. See? We can erase this sign and write legibly. This is the best I can do. So who wants to make it beautiful looking so others can read, because we want to read it. You can read. Come. Please erase each sentence and write the sentence here. Okay? So you get space. Try to create space. Same sentence. Okay? I'll be back in 1 minute. Rinsing my hand. I want to wash my hands. I'll just come now. erase the next sentence. All right. The picture shows. A class with and teacher. So you have rewritten all the sentences here. There is some more work to do. Remove one with me. So you got some sentences. Okay. All these sentences are connected to the picture because we are trying to describe the picture. Yes or no? We are writing to describe. So what you get should be a description, right? Thank you. So please look at all the sentences. In the classroom also, after writing like this, you call small children in pairs. If your class is 8th class, 9th class, and there are still children unable to read, after writing on the blackboard like this, words on one side, ideas on the larger space, please remember that. You have to manage the blackboard writing very, systematically, pedagogically. So words are written here, okay, and full sentences are written here. Is that okay? You are eliciting words and writing there, eliciting ideas and writing here. Is that clear? Second thing, when you write the words, don't use big letters, capital letters. But when you are writing here, wherever capital letter necessary, you use that. Indirectly, children get the idea, you cannot write a single word just in capital letters. That's not the convention. Okay? Right. So, if there is a reading problem, call children, 3-member, 4-member, or the whole row together, ask them to stand here and read. Give a pointer. This is essential to ensure that they are reading. Okay? You have to start this in every class, starting from pre-primary classes. Even if you are writing 2 sentences, ask children to read it. Remember, we don't teach by alphabet, We begin by ideas, we begin with the discourses. Pre-primary class, we focus on discourses, not on letters, small letters, capital letters, no. Right. So, you have a set of sentences here. All these sentences are about the picture, yes or no? So, which sentence should come first? Read carefully. Which sentence should come first? So, let us number it that way. Temporarily, this will be number 1. Okay? Read for the next sentence. Again, have a discussion. He says, the next sentence is the teacher is showing something. Wait. Think, why you say this is second sentence? What is a logical sequence? One at a time. Do you want to say something? Yes. Yeah. So, the picture shows a classroom. So, the next sentence should be connected to the classroom. This sentence is not connected to classroom, but an action done by the teacher. So look for the next sentence connected to classroom. What is that? Yes. Nor small. So this let us put as number 2. Think again. What is the next sentence?
The children are sitting on benches.
Somebody else from this side. Madam, what do you think? What should be the third sentence? Look at all the sentences. See the logical connection. That sentence is missing. Yeah, that means, very good point. Here you have written something, a blackboard. You have been talked about blackboard. Here there is, the corner of the classroom. This idea we have been put into a sentence. Here uh, about the teacher, there is one sentence. So let us work on this also, include those sentences also here. Right? Good observation, I left it out. Okay? So say an idea about a classroom, it is already here. The classroom is of moderate size, neither big nor small. Think about a sentence where you use a blackboard. Raise your hand. Back from somebody from that side. At the back side, you know. We already talked about a blackboard, so how do you put it here? As an idea. Yes. Look at the picture, think and say it again. She says blackboard is placed in the corner of the classroom.
Middle nor the
Do you accept that, all of you?
middle of the class.
You are saying because she suggested that.
The blackboard is middle of the classroom. It is placed in middle of the classroom.
Okay, the blackboard is in the middle of the classroom. Imagine this is the classroom. Can you come and
Yes.
stand in the middle?
The blackboard is placed on the wall.
There is a wall here, there is a wall here, there is a wall that side, there is a wall side.
A blackboard is placed in front of students.
Madam, we are trying to describe a picture. So the directionality is depending on the picture. You look at the picture, so this becomes the left side, this is the right side from your viewpoint. Yes or no? And you are describing the picture. So now tell exactly, where is this picture?
The blackboard is right side of the wall.
Right side of the wall. Can anybody supply another idea? Okay, thank you very much. Give the mic to her. What do you say?
The blackboard is placed beside the shelves.
Where is the shelf?
Left side of the corner.
I give you a hint again. I am saying, you are describing a picture. Please remember the context. We are describing a picture is displayed. Do you agree? And you are viewing the picture from this side, so automatically this will be the right side of the picture. This will be left side, this will be front side, and that will be the back side. Remember, you are describing a picture, not a classroom. Describing a classroom in the picture.
There is a blackboard in the class.
Of course. So where exactly is the blackboard? Who can say? In front of the children. See, you are again connecting. Talk about the picture. Back side. So when you write your ideas, how do you organize your ideas? Will you like to talk about what is, at the background? What is the left side? What is on the right side? This is how you approach a picture. Our target is picture description. Right? I am not asking to write any description about any classroom. No. There is a specific picture and the directionalities are to be mentioned in connection with that picture. So what do you see, or where do you see the blackboard? Do you want to modify, madam? Where is the blackboard? Where is the blackboard?
The blackboard is back side of the picture.
Yeah. And the blackboard is?
The blackboard is arranged back side of the picture.
Okay. Write the sentence here. Help me to write it. Yeah. Say that sentence. Can somebody re-say it, Can you say that word again? What she said? Say exactly where the blackboard is.
Backboard is arranged backside of the picture.
The blackboard is arranged. Do you have to use arrange or can you leave it out?
Please.
Yeah. I don't know. I am just standing here.
Place it backside, not arranged.
He says placed. Are all of you happy with that? Or do you want to put the same idea in a different way? The blackboard is placed backside of the picture. You want arranged or placed? You want a better word? If you are happy with this, we will go
Because it
for
is not movable, sir.
is placed. Okay,
Because
how
it
many
is
of
not
you want
movable,
arranged?
sir.
Raise your hand. How many of you want arranged? Raise your hand. How many of you want placed? This is very strange.
Please.
There are two words here. Maybe there are better words. Right now we have two words. So do you want to say the blackboard is arranged or the blackboard is placed?
Place it.
Let your hands go to sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 only. What about others? Arranged. How many? Only one. Say what about this? What's the decision of others? You want a better word? Confusion. Take a decision. See, this is very important. The decisions you take at every point decides your life. The choices you make. Everybody. Okay? So what choices do you make at a certain point? I made the choice. I resigned my job because I thought I have some other mission. Okay? So years back I resigned my job. In 89 I resigned my job. Okay? After that I am just like this. Right. So the blackboard is arranged. Take a decision, sir. Arrange. Okay. So let it be there. Even though I am not very happy about it. Okay. Right. So let us try to use one more word.
Benches arranged in a row manner.
Benches arranged in
Row manner.
row manner. You can
System.
write here also. Remove this. You can write here.
You can use arrange for the benches.
Benches. Say sentence.
Benches are arranged row manner. Or row
In row manner. Who wants to improve that sentence? Arranged in.
column.
So what should she write? Say the first sentence.
Columns.
In a column. Yeah, but you have to say that also. In a column. Okay. Are benches are arranged in a column or are the benches in a row of benches?
Horizontal, sir.
Huh?
Horizontal manner.
Benches are in a row. What do you want?
I can use
This-
horizontal, sir.
What I
Can
do
I use
now,
horizontal?
Yes, listen to me. What I do now is also very important. The teacher has to wait. Please don't supply any ideas. You just keep on waiting, asking question. I'll be eager to supply an information, yes or no? Wait till they say some sentence. We keep asking questions. So you have to take a decision now. What shall we write about the benches? Anybody, raise your hand. Benches are arranged in a column. This is what he says. Shall we write it? Shall we write it? No decision. I will ask you. You are here. Shall we write that? It is your opinion, sir. Let us listen to others. Do you accept that? Say that idea. In a column manner. He didn't say manner. Okay, write that. Now let us say one sentence about this also. The corner of the classroom. There is something in the corner of the classroom. Huh? Yeah, there's a table also. So you can say sentence about table also and one sentence about this. So who will say about the shelf now?
Inbuilt.
This. The shelf is there in the.
There is a shelf.
Which corner? There will be 4 corners. Back side also there can be 2 corners. Left corner. Be very specific. Yeah. So we'll write that. A shelf is there. A shelf is there. Listen to this. A shelf is there Where? In the back side left corner. Write that. We'll change it later. A shelf is there in the back side. Now this part needs reworking. It doesn't sound good. Read again and again, find out. A shelf is there in the back side of the I don't know. What do you want? Beside the blackboard. You want to like that. He says we want to mention the blackboard also. So what is your sentence? What is your sentence? Say full sentence. There is a shelf beside the blackboard. Enough, simple. Is that very simple? So let us look at this. A shelf is there in the back side left corner. Left side at the back side in the left corner. Very complicated. I mean, this is what language demands you to describe exactly. You will get it. You think, you are not thinking. Just think. Connect with the picture. How best you can say that. Locationally. Connecting one object with the other. Front side, back side, left side. Back side, left corner. This is very odd. Back side, left corner. But if she wants to say back side also. If she decides it is needed. It is enough, but you can write this also. Sir, there are 4 corners. So you have to be very specific. Is visible. That's a good reason. There is only one corner visible. See, you are unable to describe, so let us not write that. That is an easy solution. Suppose you have to say exactly, how will you say it? This is a problem. Ask yourself. If you are ready, raise your hand and say the answer. Madam. Wall, which is wall is built up or a shelf? Is it a built-up wall or a built-in shelf?
Shelf is there in one side of the wall.
One side of the corner.
Yes.
Which side?
Left side.
She says, a shelf is there in the left side corner.
There is a shelf left side of the blackboard.
A shelf is there at
A shelf. The shelf arranged in the left side of the blackboard.
left side of the blackboard. Is that okay for everybody? See, being a facilitator means you have to show enormous amount of patience. I am waiting now. You have to be patient. You have to keep a very smiling face. Don't get angry. Okay, wait. These are basic lessons, yes or no? But teachers have no patience. They want answering. Fatafat, come on, fine, faster. Say, repeat your sentence.
There is a shelf left side of the blackboard.
There is a shelf.
There is a shelf left side of the blackboard.
We'll write that also. There is a shelf. Here a shelf is there. Okay? Fine. Complete it.
A shelf is there besides the left side of the blackboard.
There is a shelf left side of the blackboard.
Adi correct.
But there is one connecting word missing.
There is a shelf that was arranged. That is.
That's all another idea.
Okay, okay.
Think in a simple way. Connect the positioning of the blackboard, the shelf. What is the connecting word? There is a laptop in the, from your side, right corner of the building, of the hall. Okay. There's a shelf in the left corner of the classroom near the blackboard.
Near the
Yes or no? So these are positioning verb. Near, near, in, at. Yeah. How do you connect two objects?
yes.
Okay. So complete that. Now talk about the teacher also. A shelf is there. You said your sentence. Put it here. In the back, left corner of the classroom. Near. Beside also possible. Then the meaning is the classroom is near the board.
Beside the blackboard.
Yeah, so you have got it. Now let us sequence it. We are getting delayed, too much time took, Doesn't matter. So we have got one number, sentence. Number two we identify. Now look for the next sentence. There are two more sentences here. Where you put it? Find out the third sentence. The second sentence is this one. The classroom is of moderate size, neither big nor small. After that, which sentence will you write?
The bench is arranged in a column. Third,
At the back of the corner. Shall you put it for 3? Yes, go for 3. Later we can change if necessary. What's the next sentence?
bench is arranged in a column.
Okay, write that. Okay. Now it.
Bench.
Okay, that is number 5. Yeah.
Children.
So, well. So in a description, you get 3 types of sentences. One, what you see or who do you see? There may be people, there may be objects. This is all one part of the description. Another part of the picture description is some actions are shown. Children sitting, teacher showing something, actions. So you have to arrange action sentences in the next paragraph. First paragraph will contain what you see in the picture or who do you see in the picture, the physical, arrangement, everything. And second paragraph you can talk about the actions depicted in the picture. Let us arrange that. What is that? Yeah, children are sitting on benches. Next sentence. Yeah, because we are connected to children. Yeah. Show. When? And that will be number 8. Okay. Is that okay? Is that okay? Yes or no? You didn't say anything about the teacher. Is she thin, tall, and what clothes she is wearing? Where will you put it? In the first paragraph only. Yes or no? Second paragraph you always write about action shown in the picture. The last paragraph is what you think about the picture. Yes. So there you can put teacher. The teacher is, she has a thin body and fair complexion, and she is in green clothes. All these things you can write there. Yes or no? Okay. So after numbering, sequencing these ideas, you will ask children to write down this not in sentences, in a paragraph model. So if you stop one sentence here, next sentence should come here. And you should not number. Discourse have no numbers. It's a collected thing. So you understand the sequence, you rewrite it in paragraphs. First paragraph, what you see. Second paragraph, what actions are shown. Third paragraph, If you want to say, okay, this is a very disciplined class, or this class, interactive class, whatever, is your opinion. No evidence. That is what you think. So 3 paragraphs will be the norm. Yes or no? So please rewrite this. I will give you sheet of paper, Nazir. Distribute the paper, and you can describe on the other side. Now it is our collective product. These are all your ideas together, yes or no? Not a single student's idea. We all contributed. Do you think also? So whose property is this? Whose property? This is a whole class property, because all of you participated in it. Okay? And here some questions are given. If you want to write something more, you can write. First write this one. And if you want to add something more, you can write that. Don't write numbers, sir. Write the first sentence, then write the second sentence, third, like that. In a paragraph mode. Without number. Please copy down. Yeah, you are writing, because we discussed that. It is our idea. So you can copy first this sentence. The picture shows a classroom with students and teacher. Write down, because this is a collective product, not the teacher's product. Just hold on for a moment. Did I supply ideas or did I ask questions? So this is what you have to do. You ask questions. Ask questions, more questions. Enough. Okay? Write in paragraph. Just copy. Can you write? Huh? This sentence you can write first. The picture shows a classroom. This is the first sentence. Which one? You can use anywhere. This one. The picture shows a classroom. Start beginning, you know. Just write the sentence. Just write this. Hello. Please copy this into your notebook first. It is important. Just write down. I'll repeat my instruction. You are copying down from the blackboard, because you also have an ownership on this. You also contribute ideas. So this is our common product. Yes or no? So please take down that. Write down in paragraph. The ideas are here. Don't change it. Please don't change it now. Okay? Add. Yeah. And you can also see here some keywords given. If you feel that some ideas also can be used, put that also. Okay? If not possible, write this only. If you think you can add one more sentence looking at the word, do that. If you are not able to do that, just copy down. Okay? But make sure all of you are writing these sentences. That's the starting point. I'll stand from here. Subin, Hossein, just switch off this light. Yeah, we don't screen now. I want to type something. That's something. Proceed. Proceed. Can we give the second printout also?
Just send me to the mail.
Same.
Yeah.
So let us recapitulate. In the classroom, what is the process we are following? Step number 1, display the picture. Then ask a set of questions. Very specifically, what is this? What is this? What you see in the corner? Okay, very simple questions. These simple questions are enough for the inner language. I told you everybody has a very strong language grammar inside. It will get activated with the simple things, not by learning very complex grammar facts. It doesn't help in any way. So it's just this small medicine interaction, asking small questions, asking for reporting. He says this, reporting, yes or no? Then asking for agreement, asking for opinion, what is your opinion? Asking for explanation, why do you think so? Why do you think so? So let us understand that classroom language very clearly. These are essential, most essential, and the only thing required for language development. So it is manageable by any teacher, yes or no? Any teacher can manage it. Any class, in any subject. In mathematics also we should do the same thing. You ask questions. So what are these questions? Let us recapitulate. Questions 1, reporting. Did you write down? Teacher talk. Put a heading, teacher talk. Reporting. How do you report? How do you report? He says that this is a classroom. Okay, reporting. You can report using past tense also. She said, she said, this is a classroom. Then asking for agreement. Do you agree? Do all of you agree? Then opinion. Do you have any other idea? Who does? Does anyone have any other idea? You can use either way. Then, yeah, why do you think? Why do you think that this is a teacher? So you look at the picture and collect proof, evidence. This reason, this reason, this reason. So you are generating language, yes or no? You are not very keen to teach something, but how the mind reacts to a picture, how the mind is processing an information loaded in the picture. This is important for us. The perception is important for us. Do you understand what I say? So don't struggle too much for thinking about teaching. The simplest message is stop teaching, seriously, stop teaching. I mean that, okay? But interact, ask questions. involve the whole class. And this is the strategy for teacher talk, dialoguing. Okay, so ask for explanation, ask for interpretation. Can you explain more? That also, asking for interpretation. Right? Right, that also, asking for interpretation. Can you add some more idea? This is how you asking for interpretation. Okay? Then you can also ask for seeking confirmation. So this is very important. Everything is important. How do you seek confirmation? This is done by using question tags. For example, okay, you said there is a shelf in the corner. Didn't you? You said there is a shelf. Didn't you? I am using a tag question. Didn't you? Why do you use that? I told you there is a gap in tags. In natural language, when you are talking in your own mother tongue, many times we use tags, question tags. Avana, leda, hena, okay? But in English, you are not using question tags. You can teach question tag. So start using interaction. What we faced, this problem should not be there for our children. So while interacting, seek confirmation. You said that this is a classroom, didn't you? Or you are saying this is a classroom, aren't you? Which is natural for you, you can keep changing. So you can use question tag, didn't you? You say this is a classroom, do you? Or you are saying that this is a classroom, aren't you? Are you getting my point? I suppose you are getting my point. Okay, don't you? Yes. So start using. So tags will automatically come to you. Remember, using question tags is one of the best ways to repair the inner system. The syntax, the configuration is registered by a very simple tag. And if you start using, your children will get naturally. You don't have to teach question tags separately. Teaching something is a very bad idea. 20th century is gone. So allow the 20th century to disappear with all teaching baggage. 20th century is gone. And you should be changing yourself. Change your attitude, change your way of teaching. So my message is to not to help you teaching, but to help you how to stop teaching. How to stop teaching, and then how to ask questions. Okay? So use this teacher talk while interacting, and that will be a very meaningful language input for the learner. Okay? You believe that a lot of input is necessary. It's not good. Optimal, what is essential, that is to be given, and the child is never getting that. So keep the classroom alive through interaction, give a chance to everybody. I know some of our teachers are not English teachers, so they have a problem. Yes or no? So even here I was giving chance to them also. Yes or no? So look for students who may be relatively weaker than others, focus on them. Focus more on them. Give a freedom to say in mother tongue, and you can megaphone it in English. Why megaphone? Children may be saying very low voice, feeble voice. So teacher can say it aloud in English. Okay? For example, we are showing this now. What is this? See, I am megaphoning. He says, it's a speaker. I am megaphoning his idea. So child may be saying mother tongue, teacher can put it in English and then take it for the sake of the whole class. Okay, so you elicit, get a description like this. Okay, what's the next step? What's the next step? Remember what we did here. Giving numbers. Okay, giving numbers and logical sequencing. Okay. So number 1, number 2, like that. What's the logical connection? Numbering, then rewriting in paragraph format. So when you write in paragraph format, you write first what you see. Next paragraph you can write what actions are shown. Third paragraph, if you want to say your own opinion, which is not available in the picture, but your interpretation, you can put that in the last part. So this is a very systematic way of organizing. And what you get here is a whole class description. It's not anybody's work, but the collective work of all the students in the classroom. You got the idea? So you begin with the whole class description, and this is the process. Can you do it now? Taking a picture in your class? When you start teaching, can you do it? Yes or no? Science teachers can select a picture in science related to a theme. Talk about that picture. Ask them what you see in the picture. What is that? What is this? So picture description is necessary for all classes. Okay? You are showing a small picture to even in mathematics. So how many are there standing here? How many are standing? How many are sitting? Okay? Keep interaction. So language of interaction, dialoguing is essential for any facilitator. Asking. First of all, you abandon the idea of teaching. But you are all teachers. Paradoxically, you are all teachers. But teaching has to be interpreted in a different way. Right? So whole class description is over. After that, we'll give a small, a description of the same picture. We call it the teacher's version. Suppose I am describing the picture, I may describe some more thing, okay? And this has to be given as a reading material to the teachers. You are going to get it. Meanwhile, you can read on the screen. Yeah, I'll show it. You can read from the screen. I'm going to show it. You can read it. Okay? Let it appear. It is coming now. So look at the description. Please listen. You will get a printout of this. I'll give you. Yeah. So when you are reading, please notice what difference you would see in this description. Okay. You can compare this one that you written right now and look at this one. What are the new points? How these points are written. So there is a title. Every discourse needs a title. So you have to give an appropriate title. So I said here, a classroom scene. Maybe you can give a different title also. The picture shows one part of the classroom with the teacher and the students in it. The first sentence tells exactly what the theme is. In one sentence, that is, say you are giving one sentence a theme statement kind of thing. What is the picture about? So in one sentence or one or two sentences, say what the picture is. Yes or no? And that is a proper beginning. In interview, you said you are introducing a person. That is the beginning. Then asking questions. So every discourse has a certain organization. What do you begin first? So the picture shows one part of the classroom with the teacher and the students in it. The room is of moderate size, neither very large nor very small. So in one or two sentences, you describe the picture holistically. Okay. Then, at the back side of the picture, we see a blackboard. See, how do you organize your ideas? Look at the picture. You can organize from the back side to front side, or you can organize from front side to back side. Here, front side part is not very clear, but what is visible is the back side. So, you describe the classroom from the black side. Okay? That picture demands how to begin. In some pictures, the front part is enlarged. You see some characters there, then you describe from the front side to back side. Are you getting my point? Depends on the picture. Look at the picture. Okay. The front side of the picture is not very clear. There are some children, that's all. But the back side is very clear. The focus is on front side or back side? Back side. So you begin from that because you're working on perceptions, what you see. So the blackboard is very conspicuous, visible, begin from back side to front side. If the front side is very prominent, begin from front side to back side. Okay. So at the back, we see some notebooks stacked in it, stacked. These chairs have been stacked. Okay? Stacked chairs, one upon one. Yeah. So we see some notebooks stacked in it. They could be the student's notebook. They could be, we are not very sure. Okay? Yes. A writing desk is seen situated in front of the shelf. You are using the word arranged. You are using the word, place. A better word is situated. Where is his place? Placed also can be used. Arranged also can be used. So always say choice of a better word, okay? Kind of thing. Right? So there is a built-in shelf, A writing desk is seen situated in front of the shelf. The teacher is seen standing in front of the classroom. She is in her green top with a yellow shawl wrapped around her body. Correct? How do you describe correctly? Okay? So talk about the facial expressions, talk about the clothing. All this information can be captured. Yes. So let us look at the other one. So that paragraph is over. See what you see in the picture, the classroom, teacher, students. This paragraph contains what you see in the picture. Agreed? The next paragraph. The teacher is holding something in her hand. It's an action, yes or no? Some actions are shown. So this is one of the actions. The girl sitting in the second row near the teacher is raising her hand. Some children seem to be writing in their notebooks. Some of them are writing. Okay? Yes or no? Yes. So capture the picture, the information in the picture truthfully. Okay? And let us look at the last paragraph. And after this. Okay. I think the teacher is very friendly with the students because she has a smiling, I don't know, must be that. Yeah, she has a smiling face. I mean, this is only one opinion I am giving. I can add more, but this make to understand how do you organize a description. The structure of a description, like the structure of a sentence, a discourse also has a structure. So the structure of description means you are talking about what you see in the picture description. Every discourse has its own structure. Here the discourse is picture description. Got the point? You are describing a picture. So how do you organize your ideas? You cannot mix them up. So first talk about what do you see or the people there. Second you talk about what? Actions. Actions shown in the picture. And third, as a writer, what is your opinion? What are your ideas? You can add more there. Got the idea? I hope you got the idea. So afternoon, I'll give you another picture on the same theme, but a different picture, and you'll be working in groups. Apply all that you learned now. And you expect a group product. Together you are working out a group. Then you feel stronger. And the third step will be everyone will be given a different picture. You will be writing individually. You learn many things now, yes or no? So you start from whole class description, description in groups, and then individually. So give any picture. The moment children look at the picture, they organize ideas. Okay, first I have to say what I see, then I have to say what actions, like that. Yes or no? Help the brain to think, organize. A very simple thing. And this you can also use a bridging gap activity. Bridging gap means when schools reopen, I expect there is a big gap between the expected academic standards and what actually they learn. Yes or no? Because of COVID, because of online classes, it was not reached everyone. So children are to learn certain things, but they haven't learned that. This gap will be there. Yes or no? Huh? And you have to fill the gaps. And that is why in English textbook, pictures are given for this purpose. Use the pictures for picture description. One picture is for whole class, the second picture is for group, and third picture is for individual work. You find 3 pictures in the book, 3 or 4, I am sure. Yes or no? 3 pictures are there. Why 3 pictures? Whole class, group, individual. And you have to follow the process. But teachers are not using that. Yes or no? They take one picture and ask one questions. It is not processed in this way. It is not done in this way. Yeah, anyway, yes. If you do it, children will be able to produce their own language and you can teach comfortably. Yes or no? Any doubt? Do you want to ask any questions about picture description? The process of writing picture description. You can apply the same thing in Hindi. Maths, conceptual understanding. A picture is connected to the theme. You are teaching a certain concept. Okay? And you use an appropriate picture because picture triggers perception. Okay. Otherwise, if you start saying something, there is no guarantee they are thinking exactly what you are saying. So you have to control their thought process. Yesterday I draw the picture of a bus. Yes or no? I decided what you think. I am establishing a connection, a control over your thought process. Is it necessary for mathematics also? Yes or no? So in mathematics also, in science, other subjects, you use a picture, a theme picture, and treat in this way. So all the mathematical concepts will be emerging. For example, let us look at the same picture. Suppose this picture is used in mathematics context in primary classes. We look for how many children do you see in the rows? How many boys are there? How many girls are there? Okay? What are other things? Okay. So what are the objects you can talk about using numbers from 1 to 10? See, how do you channelize the picture? Hello, a moment please. So how do you use picture description in mathematics? If you are teaching higher level concepts, your picture will change. This picture will not be helpful. You want to teach trigonometry, or you want to teach some other subject. You want to teach triangle. You want to teach rectangle shape. So use a picture which captures their attention, perception, ask questions. For any topic, you get appropriate pictures. Yes or no? You will get. For any topic, you can connect with that. And the child is growing, looking at the world around, and the world contains everything. I'll ask you a very simple question. You are teaching EVS, mathematics, in lower classes. So when the child talks of EVS, the names of animals, birds, everything, does the child learn language first and talk about the world around? Understand the world around? I repeat my question. Does the child learn language first, then understand about the world around? No. Understanding the world around is a tool for learning language. So learning EVS concepts is not separate from language. A 1-year-old child produces one word utterance. A 2-year-old child produces two word utterances. After that, the child is just take off. He can talk about what he wants, what he does not want, his likes, dislikes, everything. Remember, a word is not a word for a child. A word represents connectivities. It's not an isolated word. A word signifies many ideas connected together. I'll tell you a very small story which happened in my life recently. It was a pandemic period. I was in lockdown in Telangana. My wife and myself were living in a quarters in Telangana, Narkatpalli. And at that time we are away from home. I have a granddaughter. She was just 3 years old then. Now she is 2 years, 5 years and a half. So she was talking to us on video chat, video meeting. You do that also, you know. So she was eating from a Cadbury's Choco container, taking Cadbury's Chocos and offering us through the video, right? And Cadbury's Chocos come in two shapes. Some are this and some are of this shape. Two shapes. One is star shape, other is the next shape. So she was eating a star-shaped Chocos, okay, cookie, and then showed me. I said, what does it look like? Immediately she said, star. Because we hang Christmas stars. This is a common word, you know, star is a common word. Because ours is a teacher family. So, I asked her to look at the other thing. It is this shape. To help her, I asked a question. Does it look like cashew nut? Doesn't it look like cashew nut? You know what she said to me? She said, you don't know anything. Really? Achacha means grandfather. Mandan. Idiot. Fool. That's the meaning. Manda chacha. You are such an idiotic person. How can this be cashew nut? This is asking a question. How can this be cashew nut? Then I asked her, what is then? It is the moon, you see it in the sky. So my question to you, why did a 3-year-old child say, this is not cashew nut? It looks like cashew nut also. But she is saying it is like moon. What made her say that? What are the learnings that she already have about these things? I'll ask you, does she know that both star and moon appears in the sky? This concept is there or not? Does she know that both give us light, shining? Yes or no? Okay? And does she also know that this shape can change? Sometimes she picks a round one, sometimes she takes this shape. This shape or the other shape, it is moon only. Does she know that? The changing phases of moon? Does she know that? Yes. Alright. So, every word is connected to some other concepts. The star and moon are thematically connected, but the star and cashew are not thematically connected. So I am a fool. I didn't think about that. Who knows better than my grandchild or Anandan, the great linguist? Who knows better? That child. I didn't think about that. It's such a simple, elementary thing. Child does not look at disconnected words. Every word represents a world of experience. Lot of interconnecting ideas. So all these words are there, and then you are giving only one word, star, moon. When the child reaches school, all the connectivities are chopped down, and you are teaching every word individually. Yes or no? The child has stored not as a single word. Every word is a connection of ideas. Are you getting my point? It's a very serious point. A connection of ideas, a webbing of ideas, a web of ideas, interconnected ideas. It may include mathematical concept, it may include EVS concept, many concepts. And the word is not a single word. A word connects many, many ideas. So when you reach LKG, all the connectivities are chopped, detached, and you are teaching only that word, the spelling, the meaning, opposite, synonym. Isn't it a crime? It's a crime. You are disconnecting, chopping, butchering the interconnectivities of the child and making the child incapable of thinking, connecting, isolated, one lesson, another lesson, isolated compartments. Teaching in our country has become a crime, destroying the innate abilities of the child. And you claim you are teachers. Your duty is not to destroy the child. So the teacher who is sensible, who understands this, will talk to a child. What do you know about this? Can you tell me this? So the child will tell many things connected to this. Yes or no? Do you give a chance in LKG to talk about that? Or do you give different words like this? This is the problem. There are no disconnected words. There are only concepts. And there are only discourses in the world we live around. If you understand that much, you will use only discourse pedagogy. Right? And when does the child construct knowledge like this? Not 3-year-old, even small child know that. Take the case of a 6-month-old child. Can she differentiate between her mother and other women? Yes or no? Does she know the people inside the home and outsiders? Okay? Yes or no? So there are many ideas already registered in her mind. And even the child is saying a word like cat. Remember, cat. Maybe the child has seen a black cat with a certain size. But next time when the child sees a white cat, the child calls it a cat only. Yes or no? So the words are in the human mind in abstraction. There are no concrete words in our mind. Words are represented in the mind as features, as abstract things. Otherwise, she will call only a black cat as a black cat, a cat. But any cat is a cat. Yes or no? Look at a tree. Every tree is different. Yes or no? Look at any tree. And look at the same tree, mango tree. Look at a leaf. Every leaf is different. That's a wonderful creation of Almighty. Every tree is different, the branches are different, the leaves are different. Every leaf is different from the other leaf. Yes. So such a wonderful world, Everything is unique. Who can do that creation, wonderful creation? Who can do that? Only God can do it. That wonderful creation. Call it God, call it nature, call it the God that you like. I am a Hindu. We have millions of gods. I don't know the name of all the gods. It's not relevant. Okay, and in our saying there is one statement, okay? There is one statement which says, you give it anything. The Sanskrit saying is, Egam Satyam Vipram Bahuda Vachanti. Means there is only one thing that's the only truth, doesn't have a name, doesn't have a shape. But people give it different names. And that one thing is the only one thing. It doesn't have a name, doesn't have a shape. This is in our literature. So that's God. Does God have a name? Tell me. Does it have a certain shape? This is God? No. So God has no shape, no name. But for your convenience, you are giving name. That's all. Fine. That's your pleasure. But Egam Satyam, there is only one thing. And that doesn't have a name, doesn't have a shape. And people call it different names. This is a fundamental principle of what I believe. Anyway, so everything is like that when the child is able to use language in that. If you understand this much, if you understand the child, you understand that the child is far better than you. You are very low when you compare with the child. In creativity, in other skills, the child is better than you. People say go down to the level of the child. I will say go up to the level. They are there and you are here. That's why my grandchild tells me, you don't know anything. I accept that. And she is a wonderful teacher I have got at the age of 72. I got a wonderful teacher. All children are our teachers, my teachers. And she is the present teacher, my guru. Every time I talk to her, I learn. Do you believe that? Do you believe it or not? It's not a story. You talk to child, then you understand. Anyway, so give this right up there. You got the pinned up? Yeah, it is yours. I'm sorry. So here is a reading page now. Now here is the same description. See the changes, and there are some questions here. Like I have not given the question. I'll give you afternoon. So keep this one. Okay. Now we go for the group description now. The process is start from whole class description, then to group, then to individual writing. In normal situation, you begin with individual work, share in group. This is a reverse process. This is the opposite of that. Start from whole class, go to group, go to individual. Later in normal classroom situation, they write individually first, then share in groups, refine it, present it. Two-way process. From whole to individual, sometimes from individual to whole. We learn both. Is that okay? Any doubt? Any questions to ask? No question. Very clean. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, please. Any questions? No. That's it. Lunch break. 1 o'clock now. So we'll have break, lunch now. Lunch break will come at 2, sharply at 2. Huh?
Actually
a sentence after my own heart. I always tell you are not teaching. You are there to see that learning happens in the classroom. So the first thing for you all to do is have an open mind and consider yourself as learners. So, and I'm happy the way you all have been responding, interacting, and so on. And definitely every session has its own learning outcome. As teachers, you write down on paper. On paper, it is there. You want children to do this, do that, and so on. But please remember, even when you enter the classroom, you have an outcome. You also should have an outcome that, this is what, like Dr. Anandan has been telling, whole group, and then, you go on to the group work, and then you go on to the individual activity. So that's the learning outcome. At the end, every individual should be able to do this discourse, right? Yes, so please be open to learning. I won't take much time. I know I don't want to come between you and the food. That's a very dangerous thing, because then, I know I'll be at the receiving end. So just be open to learning is the only advice I can give you, because after 30 plus years of teaching, being in this profession, that is what I have learned, that every day is a new learning. And you're fortunate to be here undergoing this kind of a training where you are, made to be interactive, not at the receiving end, but as interactive learners. So all the best, and I'm waiting to see the group activity post-lunch. Right? And just one last question. How many of you all have been here right from day one? I want to know who are. Right from day one. Because I got messages that some of you will be joining on 24th, 25th. Okay, good. And are all of you Temris teachers? How many of you all are non-Temris? Okay, you can leave, please, then. You can leave. I'm just addressing the Temris teachers. Okay? Right. So all the best, everyone. Please continue learning. And like I told you, just, what should I say? Be grateful that you have this kind of a session right at the start of the academic year. Right. Please carry on. Thank you.